Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Madam Adila and my fellow friend. We are from Group 9. We will discuss about the group presentation for the ethics and governance for this SEM. So, my name is Muhammad Syahwan Raklan and my matrix number is 271121. So, in this group, we have 4 persons. First is myself, Shawal. There have also Maizatul, Lukman, and Arif.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Mazalupa Izzah binti Mahmud and I will be present the introduction and corporate culture in part of the analysis. There are 3 companies that we choose in doing this report, which is OSK Investment Bank, CIMB Bank, and also Alliance Bank. All law enforcement information are collected by the Malaysian Securities Commission. OSK Investment Bank and CIMB Bank are responsible for allowing persons who are not officially nominated for depository receipt to conduct transactions related to it, while Alliance Bank is responsible for sending misleading information to the Securities Commission based on the proposal. The analysis part 1 is related to corporate culture. Corporate culture are belief and practice associated with a particular corporation. In this section, there are 4 corporate culture that I choose, which is mission, vision, code of ethics, and values. So I will start with the first company, which is Alliance Bank. Mission for this company is to be preferred committee for bank provider of financial services in the market they serve. While vision, Alliance Bank want to be the preferred bank as business owner. Next is code of ethics. Alliance banks adopt a performance culture based on merit. Alliance care of what their employees achieve as well as what they achieve in their assigned goals. Value of Alliance Bank is that they want to be responsive, honest, value providing, and trustworthy. Second company is CIMB Bank. Mission for this company is they want to place their customer at the heart of everything they do. For vision, they shall not confine themselves to the bound of banking as they know it as today in order to be the disruptor rather than the disrupted. The CIMB Code of Ethics is they establish the responsibilities of the group's employees and associated person working for and on behalf of the group on adhering to the principle and upholding the corresponding conduct in order to achieve a high level of professionalism and ethic in the conduct of their business and professional activities. Last company is OSK Investment Bank. This bank have the same vision and mission, which is to be a long-term business builder that provides greater value to all of their internal and external stakeholders. For Code of Ethics, OSK Bank dedicated to upholding high ethical standard. The fit and proper standard for directors and key senior management apply to all directors and set the tones and standard at the top by demonstrating integrity and good character in order to foster an ethical culture that encourages ethical behavior at all levels. The value that OSK Bank adopt is excellent, integrity, humility and respect, people-driven, and also forward-thinking.
Assalamualaikum to our lecturer. Today, my name is Muhammad Lukman Al-Hakim Bayusri. My matric number is 270089. I want to present about the ethical safeguard and measure. For the first one, for Alliance Bank, the Alliance Bank disciplinary procedure is individual workers are also to responsible for keeping the bank safe by the contributing to the risk, compliance, and control procedure on regular basis. The employees are kept informed of the reputation of service breach or non-compliance through a concession management and culture, which included disciplinary and measure and reunion implication. For the program to encourage virtue is the board was certified that it had carried out its duty and responsibility for the proper straightforward of the bank and that the necessary procedure were in place to ensure that it did so. The board reviewed the result of the annual board effectiveness assessment, which included the requirements of skill and experience of the director. Deaf, Inner and Property, the independent of the independent director, and the training program attended by the director. For the second one is CIMB Bank. For CIMB Bank, disciplinary procedure is employees must follow all of the company rules, processes and standards, as well as legal the ethical business practice on the continuous basis. Compliance does not have to be in the form of the writing statement. It must also consider the substance and purpose of the policy and processes. Non-compliant or breach of policy will result in disciplinary action in accordance with applicable policy. For the program to encourage virtue for CIMB Bank is employees should receive regular anti-corruption and bribery compliance training to inform them of their responsibility under the anti-bribery and corruption law as well as this policy. CIMB Bank understand that running an anti-bribery and corruption program is a continuous process that requires a systematic review and monitoring approach to recurrently that its goals are met. An internal control method and procedure will be reviewed on the regular basis to verify that the anti-bribery and corruption program and policy are effective and adhered to. For OSK Investment Bank, the disciplinary procedure is to impose any term and condition on the right of exercise of the option that is deemed appropriate is its discretion, given the nature of the charge made or brought against any grantor who is the subject of disciplinary proceeding, and to suspend the right of any grantee who is the subject of disciplinary proceeding to exercise his option until the conclusion of such disciplinary proceeding. And the program to encourage virtue is in the corporate governance overview statement in annual report, training program seminar and forum attended by ex-member in our list. During the financial year, the director attend the training program. For the next part is whistleblowing policy. For Alliance Bank whistleblowing policy is the bank has implement a whistleblower policy to allow workers to report instances of unethical behavior, abuse, actual or suspect fraud, harassment, discrimination, asset, misappropriation, bribery or other misbehavior or illegal action within the bank. Employees can also use the whistleblower policy to express their concern about the specific issue in the interest of integrity or fairness. For CIMB Bank, whistleblowing policy is a successful organization. Cornerstone is well-trained and competent personnel, and employees are expected to be attentive about any wrongdoing, malpractice, and irregularities at the work of to realize the group vision of being a successful organization. All employees are required to immediately report such incident to management for immediate correction or other appropriate measure to avoid potential financial or reputational loss. For the last one, for OSK Investment Bank whistleblowing policy, is the group whistleblowing policy to aim to contribute to an environment in which the group activity and operation are conducted with the high level integrity, accountability, and ethical behavior. The whistleblowing policy gives all employees and members of the public a way to express growing concern about the suspected and inappropriate behavior occurring inside the group. The policy is intended to ensure that employees and members of the public can voice concern about interaction behavior without fear or irritation, unfair treatment or practice.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Arif bin Ahmad Bizawi. My number matric is 273598 and I will talk about anti-bribery or anti-corruption policy. First, for company Alliance Bank, the policy. Alliance Bank Malaysia Berhad is firmly dedicated to acting honorably in all of its business activity. The minimal standard of behavior and guiding principle about potential bribery and corruption risks in the group's business operation are laid forth in the policy. For Alliance strategy is the group has strategically transformed itself into a growth-oriented organization by capitalizing on its reputation for dependability and performance. And action taken is the cause of action is anyone who violates subsection 1 or subsection 3 is guilty of a crime, and upon conviction face a maximum fine of 3 million ringgit, a maximum sentence of 10 years in jail or both. For the second company is IMB. For CIMB policy, in all of their business endeavor, CIMB is dedicated to upholding the greatest standard of morality and honesty. Additionally, they have made a firm committed to abiding by all rules and laws that control operation and company. For the strategy, in all of their business, the Anti-Bribery and Corruption Law Punish Act including bribery and corruption, and CIMB is committed to putting in place and upholding efficient measures to combat them. For the action taken, the plan of action is in the absence of an expressly stated punishment. A person who violate or disobey any of the provision of this act or any regulation made therein commit an offence under this act and is subject to a fine of up to 1 million ringgit, a term of imprisonment of up of 5 years or both. For the last company is OSK Investment Bank. The policy is corruption of any kind is banned and will not be allowed. Disciplinary and legal action may be taken for any violation of this ABAC handbook or relevant laws. For the strategy, they have strategically rebuilt and rebalanced the OSK investment portfolio to a more advantageous level for the plan. The action taken is violation of Section 29A of the Security Industry and Section 354 of the Capital Market and Service Act 2007 constitutes misconduct. An individual who disregard or defies any of the arrangement of this act or any guidelines made under commit an offence under this act and is depend upon a fine or depend upon 1 million ringgit, a term of determined as 5 years in prison or both. Okay, now I will talk about the board of director. So for the Alliance Bank composition, the board comprise 9 members who are all non-executive director. 6 of them are independent, and their gender diversity, 100% of the director is male, and CEO duty is Dato' Oh Chong Peng. Okay, the second company is CIMB. For CIMB, its present make up the board consists of 10 members, which is 1 executive director and 9 non-executive director. They also independence, and for diversity, 81.81 male and 18.18% female. And CEO duty is Tan Sri Datuk Muhammad Nur Yusof. And for the last company is OSK Investment Bank. The board is made up of 5 non-executive directors and 3 executive directors, including the executive chairman. Okay, for the independence is only have 3, and diversity is 100% of the men. For CEO duty is Datuk Nik Muhammad bin Datuk Nik Yusof.
So, in conclusion, corporate government entitled overseeing and managing all business activities. Therefore, corporate government is to blame for all unethical situation, tax evasion, failing to uphold corporate social obligation such as environment protection, paying unfair salary to employee, and producing low quality item in order to increase profit are the most ethical issue connected to the bad corporate government. That's all. Thank you.